Oh, girl. It's dark. Hang on. There we go. Oh, this lighting's terrible. Hang on. Ta-da! That's a bit better, isn't it? What's up, Melody Crew? Tom here, and welcome back to another video. I have just watched Halloween Kills. Oh, girl, I am traumatized. It was horrific. Like, it was good. Oh my god, I just don't know where to start with this film. This isn't going to be like a really long review because I don't feel like I've got a lot to talk about. Well, I mean, I say that about all the Marvel movies and I'm here for like 20 minutes. But Halloween Kills is obviously a follow-up to the original from 1978, 9, something like that. And then, no, 78. And then 2018 we had the sort of sequel to that one. And then this year we've had the sequel to that one, and with a sequel coming next year again to finish off this sort of quadrilogy, I guess, of Halloween movies with Michael Myers. So I watched the original when I was a little bit younger. Shouldn't have, but I did, and I loved it. I've seen the second Halloween 2. Which isn't part of this like universe. It's so confusing. It's like Marvel, but like, so there was that, and then obviously I watched the 2018 version. I watched that with my dad and my sister here actually when it came out on like DVD. We watched it, and then this one I've just watched right now, and I loved the 2018 one. I loved it. Like, I didn't find many flaws with it. Because I am quite a big horror fan. Like, I love horror movies, especially like slasher films like this, Scream, things like Chucky as well. Like, those sort of movies I love. This film wasn't as good as the last one, but it was still all right. Like, it was all right. Like, I can't put it any other way. Like, it was pretty good, but it wasn't amazing like the last one was. And I think that is down purely to the story of this film. Like, obviously, so just to give a quick brief summary, this film takes place exactly where the last one ended off. Like, it literally picks up straight away. And I'm like, wow, okay, we're straight back into Halloween 9. Oh, God, here we go. And it's this whole thing of, like, Haddonfield are sick of Michael Myers. Let's go and kill him. Now, that sounds like a really cool concept, that, like, everyone is actually fighting back against Michael, but it is not used effectively. It's still very much like, right, all these 30, 40, 50 people are going to go and kill Michael Myers, and then they split off into, like, groups of 3, and then they all get murdered. Like, it just wasn't used effectively. It felt stupid. It felt prolonged for no reason, and it just... It doesn't do the film justice. It doesn't do the storyline justice, you know? However, Michael Myers himself, being brutal, was amazing. Well, maybe not amazing. He was horrific. Like, the kills in this film are so elevated from the last one. Like, the last film was, like, graphic. This film, it's like... okay, please stop. This is too much. Like, there was some points, like, I don't get scared at horror films, as a lot of you know. I jump, but I'm not like, ah, like looking away. But in this film, I had to look away a few times because I was like, bleh, no. Like, one kill in particular, Michael, not to spoil anything, but semi-spoilers, Michael stabs this guy. And then he gets his thumbs and he puts it under his eyes and he plucks his eyes out. And it was horrible. Like, I was like, I can't watch that. That is too much for me. Like, a lot of the kills in this film were so over-gorified. That's not even a word, but I'm using it. It's unreal. But I loved that about the film. The only thing going for the film is how gory and how graphic it is. Like, it is horrific. And there was also a scene where again, semi-spoilers, someone jumps out of a window and kills himself. And it's horrific. Like, it is horrible. Like, girl, me gonna throw up. And don't do this either. I was eating, which was probably a mistake on my part, but I was eating whilst watching the film, and I actually nearly threw up. Sorry, I've also got a cold, so I'm a bit sniffly. But yeah, don't eat when watching this film because you will throw up. Like, it was vile. It was like, nope, not for me, Queen. Thank you very much. But yeah, Michael's amazing. So the story let down. Michael and the kills in this film are amazing and horrible and disgusting, and they are good things. However, one thing that I think they tried and failed at, in my opinion, was the lack of Laurie in this film. Obviously, Laurie Strode is, like, the big one. Like, you know, she had quite a bit of screen time in the last one. Not as much as other characters, but she was still there. She was a prominent character within the film. In this one, she's not in it as much. She's probably in, like, 2 major scenes, and that is it. And that's, like, towards the end and towards the beginning, and that is it. The rest she's not in, and it's not about her. It is about the kids from the first ever Halloween in 1978. So, you know, I wanted more Laurie, and what I think they've tried to do is they've tried to see whether Halloween can live on without having Laurie Strode in the picture. It kind of worked and kind of didn't. I was missing Laurie throughout the film. I was like, oh, where's Laurie, though? I want to see what Laurie thinks of this. I want to see what Laurie thinks of that. But we didn't get that because she wasn't there. She wasn't used. She was just laying in a hospital bed. And I get, you know, that's probably what would happen because, you know, she's just been stabbed. She's been stabbed in the stomach. You know, and she's recovering from that. And it's still all set in one night, etc., etc. And you know, I just wish there was more Laurie. I really do. But, with that being said, some other characters, like Alison, shines bright in this movie. And the mother, I can't remember what she's called. I literally just watched the film and I can't remember what she's called. What is the mother called? Got Alison and then... I don't know. But the mother, played by Judy Greer. I know she's Judy Greer. She was amazing in this film. Who plays Tommy as well, was amazing. They're all amazing. All amazing cast. I didn't think there was any problems with them. I thought they were all really, really good. I just wish there's more Laurie. And then my last sort of thing to talk about is whether or not, and I want this to be like a thing, is Michael a human or is he not? Because it's quite ambiguous. Like, if you think about all the shit that he's had to deal with, being stabbed, being beaten, especially in this one, not to spoil anything, but in this one, the amount of things that happen to him, he's being shot, he's been stabbed with a pitchfork, he's been stabbed with knives, he's been beaten with bats. He would be dead, but he's not, and he doesn't seem fazed by any of it. So, like, I need that confirmed. Is he like a ghoul? The bogeyman? The boogeyman even, not the bogeyman. Ew. But is he the boogeyman or is he a real person? Like, I need that confirmed in Halloween Ends, please and thank you very much. The ending of this film, though, I did like. The sort of the first 2/3 of the film I didn't like. However, the last third I loved. I loved the last third. And to me, it just worked. And I'm so excited to actually see how it ends. Like, Halloween Ends, I'm ready for you next year. Like, I'm so excited for that. So yeah, that's literally all my thoughts on the film. Like, it was only like an hour and a half long, so like, I don't have that many thoughts. But I'm so excited to see what happens in the end. Yeah. So thank you all so much for watching, guys. If you liked it, hit the like button. I know some of you do like these movie reviews, some of you don't, so thank you if you don't. I'm joking. But yeah, I shall see you all in the next video. What? Whoa. No. Oh, no. I think I'm catching